We are playing jazz right here on Whcr 90.3 FM, the voice of Harlem in New York. The last piece was Minority, played by three fine alto saxophonists, Phil Woods, Vincent Harlin, and Antonio Hatt, with the rhythm section includes drummer Carl Allen, pianist Anthony Wanzi, and bassist Ruben Rogers. It comes from the CD Alto Summit and was recorded in January 1995. Before that was a cover of the Rolling Stones' I Can't Get No Satisfaction from guitarist John Scofield's CD This Meets That, which was released in September 2007. He adds a little bop here and a little soul on this album. Scofield brings the rhythm section, veteran bassist Steve Swallow and young drummer Bill Stewart, who have backed Scofield many times, with a 4-piece horn section throughout. The time right now is 6:37 p.m. We are enjoying a pleasant spring evening. I have a lot more music to play for you, so stay right where you are for jazz. Let's play Gracie G from the CD Momentum, played by the Joshua Redman Elastic Band. It was a cool session in 2004 with Brian Blade on drums, Michel Ndegeocello on bass, Sam Yahel on Fender Rose piano, Rick Krasno on guitar, and Joshua Redman on saxophone. Their groove-driving trademark sound is an impressive blend of jazz, funk, and rock. I'm Tammy here holding it down for you on WHCR 90.3 FM, the voice of Harlem in New York City.
Gentle warrior that lived the art of love, kindred spirit at best remains virtuous, a hero's journey, star child yet still unsung, wild and peaceful, elegant lady, beautiful phoenix with wings to flow the air and soar the valley, paprika plains everywhere, voice of an angel to all that heard the call of an old soul who's been here before. A maverick, Mother Mary, mi amore, finally free. The eyes reveal what the heart can only see. Must be magic and music, timeless, poetic, wise and prophetic. With each breath, life has mystical meaning. Dreams are believing, and the passion is screaming. Spread your light.
Whcr 90.3 FM, New York.
This is the Jazz of Harlem. I'm Tammy with you here on Whcr 90.3 FM in New York. We just heard The Way You Look Tonight from Johnny Griffin's CD A Blowing Session, which was recorded on April 6, 1957. This early date for saxophonist Johnny Griffin is one of his best. The personnel here comprises an almost unbelievable all-star lineup, with Art Blakey's hard-swinging thunder on the drums, Paul Chambers holding down delicate yet complex bass lines, and Wynton Kelly's bluesy touch on the piano. The rhythm section is simply unbeatable. Add to this young firebrand Lee Morgan on trumpet and the triple saxophone threat of Griffin, Hank Mobley, and John Coltrane. This is one of the most talented bands of the hard bop era. Today, April 24th, is a special day, as it would have been Johnny Griffin's 85th birthday. Born in Illinois, Chicago, Griffin has been one of the top bop-oriented tenors since the mid-1950s. He was known as the world's fastest saxophonist. He could execute fast note runs with excellent intonation. Griffin loved the challenges and excitement of the jam session and spent most of his career in Europe. It's 5 minutes after 7. Now here is another birthday saxophonist, Joe Henderson. He was born 76 years ago today in Lima, Ohio. Inspirational 4-time Grammy winner Joe Henderson influenced scores of jazz musicians with his smooth tenor saxophone tunes that would be recorded by a wide range of jazz musicians. Let's play a couple of selections from his recordings, including Short Story from the CD In Out, which was recorded on April 10th, 1964, and features performances by Joe Henderson with trumpeter Kenny Dorham and the rhythm section of pianist McCoy Tyner, bassist Richard Davis, and drummer Elvin Jones. The partnership of Henderson and Dorham resulted in a handful of fine sessions for a Blue Note in the early 60s. Their combination is excellent. Happy birthday, Joe Henderson and Johnny Griffin. From WHCR 90.3 FM, the voice of Harlem in New York.
Some other spring I'll try to love. Now I still cling to faded blossoms, fresh when worn, left crushed and torn, like the love affair I mourn. Some other spring, when twilight falls, will the night bring another to me? Not your kind, but let me find it's not true that love is blind. Sun shines around me, but deep in my heart But can this story unfold twice? Some other spring will my heart wake, stirring to sing love's magic music, then forget the old duet, find love in some other spring. Sun shines around me, but deep in my heart it's cold as ice. Love, once you found me, but can this story unfold twice? Some other spring will my heart wake, stirring to sing love's magic music, then forget that old duet, find love in some other spring.
Some Other Spring, sung by Diane Reeves. It's 7:24 p.m. Well, the time has come for me to say so long, farewell, and good night. I'm Tami Shoji, jazz pianist, and I've been your radio host for tonight. Thank you for listening to the Jazz of Harlem. I'm happy that you could decide to spend your time with us. So until we meet again, stay surrounded by love, happiness, and oh yeah, jazz. See you in 2 weeks. Tonight we will have a few showers. Take care. Up next, WHCR's newest up-and-coming stars will have a cool show after this in an effort to pass the baton to them. Have a good night.
90.3 FM, New York.
Amigos oyentes, es propicia la ocasión para instarlos a colaborar económicamente para mantener en el aire a 90.3 FM. El viernes 17 de mayo de 8 de la mañana a 8 de la noche. Es nuestro Gran Radio Maratón 2013. Tu contribución permitirá mantener en el aire este importante medio de comunicación, que es la voz de todos. WHCR 90.3 FM. Te invita William Torres, tu designado.
If you know the symptoms and get the facts, you'll know the signs of a heart attack. Women, listen to me, and when I'm done, if it sounds familiar, call 911.
Pain in your neck, chest,
Arms or jaw,
shortness of breath.
please tell us more. Cold sweats and nausea, tiredness,
It's time to take it
serious. Back pain, stomach pain, shortness of breath, cold sweats, nausea, dizziness. If you know the symptoms and heed the signs, you'll be around for a long, long time. Women, listen to me, and when I'm done, if any sound familiar, call 911.
Learn a song that could save your life. Get a free download at womenshealth.gov/heartattack.
Women, listen to me, and when I'm done, if any sound familiar, call 911. If any sound familiar, call 911.
A message from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
911.
Harlem's got its own radio station.
Once again, back is the incredible
Whcr 90.3 FM. The voice of Harlem.
Veterans have difficulty transitioning their military skills into civilian jobs. In New York City, an estimated 17,300 veterans are unemployed. Are you a veteran in desperate need of help? Do you want to take advantage of a life-changing opportunity? If so, the 369th Veterans Outreach Program is designed to assist veterans in Harlem and surrounding communities. Veteran services include resume preparation, interview workshops, access to interview attire, and reliable transportation. For more information, call the 369th Veterans Outreach Program at 646-533-9292.
Don't touch that dial. Keep it locked on WHCR 90.3 FM, the voice of Harlem.
And welcome to another edition of Uptown Focus, a show produced by the radio journalism class here at the City College of New York. Tonight we're talking all about culture. We're putting our exposure to 100 different cultures to use. We'll find out how Haiti's doing 3 years after the catastrophic earthquake. We'll have your guide to uncommon vacation sites, and we'll bring you the latest happenings with the Boys Choir of Harlem. Finally, our feature reporter Frank Miller will talk to fellow student Sanaa Jamal about her experience growing up a Muslim girl. In 2010, Haiti was hit by an earthquake and aftershocks that crippled several regions. Femi is here to tell us today about their recovery efforts and where Haiti stands today.
Years after the earthquake, Haiti is still struggling to rebuild itself. The disaster killed 300,000 and left more than 1.5 million people homeless. Today, more than 320,000 people are still living in tents. So where has all the money gone? Haiti received approximately $9 billion from countries like Dominican Republic, the United States, Canada, and Spain to help it recover. But where are the new jobs, new homes, food, and clean water? Kim Ives, a journalist from newspaper Haiti Liberty, said that the Haitian government is not in charge of the money. Most of the money is controlled by the U.S. Although the Haitian government and aid groups have provided rent subsidies to some of the camp's residents, some people have already been evicted from rental apartments and houses because they have no jobs or money to pay the rent. Jonathan Katz, author of The Big Truck That Went By, How the World Came to Save Haiti and Left Behind a Disaster, said that when powerful countries come to the aid of developing countries, it's the NGOs, non-governmental agencies, that get all the funding, and very little goes to the country. The money was collected for. As if the earthquake didn't kill enough people, 8,000 more have died from the worst cholera epidemic in the world. According to Democracy Now!, in 2011, UN soldiers from Nepal contaminated the water supply in Haiti with cholera. And in February 2013, the United Nations refused to pay compensation to 620,000 Haitians sickened by the disease and to those who lost family members. So the Haitian people want the UN soldiers out. International aid groups have put water purifiers in the country, but when they break, villagers can't fix them, so they are left broken. Jeffrey Segur, office manager at Haiti Water, said his program has made clean water available to schools, but agreed that small communities need clean water too. So 3 years after the earthquake, Haiti still has homeless people, unsanitary water, high unemployment, and a cholera epidemic their citizens won't get compensated for. This is Fahimi Jean-Jacques for WHCR 90.3 FM New York. Back to you, Rochelle.
Thank you, Fahimi. If you plan on taking a trip this summer, now is the perfect time to book it. But you can visit somewhere beautiful that's not a tropical state or a Caribbean island, and you can do it without breaking the bank. Amanda's here to tell us about some remote vacation sites.
Summertime is just around the corner. That means it's time for some fun in the sun. But instead of taking the usual vacation to Florida, California, or the Caribbean, try visiting an exotic destination. And ladies and gentlemen, discount sites like Groupon offer getaway deals that are dirt cheap. How does a 5-city, 12-day tour of China sound? This package includes hiking along the Great Wall of China at the Juyang Pass, observing giant pandas at the Beijing Zoo, and seeing ancient walls dating back to the 14th century. Groupon offers this trip for a quarter of the price. Maybe you want less walking and more relaxation. Then a 7-night stay for 2 in a 1-bedroom beach loft at Hopkins Bay Resort in Belize may work for you. This resort offers local cuisine, island cocktails, snorkeling, scuba diving, and much more for under $500. Ever thought of exploring Nicaragua? San Juan del Sur, Nicaragua, has a lush dry forest filled with monkeys and tropical birds. You can go horseback riding and kayaking through mangroves. A 4-night stay in a bungalow for 2 adults and 2 kids under 11 is under $800. For more information, visit Groupon.com. This is Amanda Sanchez for WHCR 90.3 FM, New York.
Thank you, Amanda. The legendary Boys Choir of Harlem has a new name, and Catherine has an update on the Harlem icon.
The Boys and Girls Choir of Harlem were made up of young people from some of the best and worst neighborhoods in New York City. According to the New York Times, they sang at the White House for nearly every president since Lyndon Johnson and were awarded the National Medal of Arts by President Clinton. Audience were captivated by the choir's angelic voices that lifted people's spirits even in the darkest of moments. Unfortunately, in 2007, after being rocked by a sex scandal and the death of its founder, Dr. Walter Turnbull, the choir gave its last performance. According to thestory.org, the Boys and Girls Choir of Harlem has reemerged. Through hard work and determination, its alumni have revamped themselves into the Boys and Girls Choir of Harlem Alumni Ensemble. The choir now consists of past members, both male and female, trained under Boys Choir of Harlem Incorporated. Founded in 2007, the choir has hopes to still bring light and spirit to their listeners and, most importantly, to their young followers. The alumni got financial support from two unlikely sources, the country music duo Brooks and Dunn and a Texas businessman to perform at an arts festival in Shanghai in 2009. They also sang for President Obama at the 2009 inauguration. This Saturday, April 27th, the Alumni Ensemble will take the stage for their second annual spring concert, A Legacy of Song, at the Riverside Theater at 8 o'clock p.m. Although they cannot revive the original organization because it is plagued with debt, they want to resurrect the original goal of the Boys Choir, the development of boys and girls through music. This is Catherine Keneally for WHCR 90.3 FM, New York.
Thank you, Catherine. We all have our stories about our youth and the things we experienced with our families in and outside of our homes. Cultural and religious obligations can make that much more interesting. We'll take a quick break, and when we return, reporter Frank will interview Sana about what it's like for her growing up a Muslim in America.
WHCR 90.3 FM, New York.
The City College of New York Educational Theater Program presents Family Arts Day, Saturday, April the 27th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Family Arts Day is filled with fun for the whole family. There will be face painting, mask making, clowns, sing-alongs, puppets, live performances, raffle prizes, and more. That's Family Arts Day, Saturday, April the 27th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. This free event will be held at the Aaron Davis Hall located at 150 Convent Avenue at 135th Street.
WHCR 90.3 FM, New York.
For many Arabs today, balancing the new with the old can result in one leading two very separate lives. Living as an Arab American, especially in a country which stands for all that is so modern, seems only to complicate matters more. This evening, we'll hear how one works her way through it all. In studio with us is Sana Jamal. Sana is one of my classmates here at City College and a student in the radio journalism program that produces this show. She also happens to be a Palestinian Lebanese American, making her the perfect candidate to tell us what it's like being Arab in America. Welcome, Sana.
Thank you.
So, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, I'm 23 years old. I'm a current student at City College. It's my third year, hopefully graduating next year. I'm an English major and a journalism minor. Hopefully I could pursue a career in journalism one day, see where life takes me.
So I know that you grew up in Islam. Can you tell us a little bit about that and your culture?
Sure, yes. I'm Muslim American as well as an Arab American, and, that played a big role in my life growing up. But I was born in America. This is all I know. American culture as well as Arab culture, they both are big in the way I grew up and the way I was raised, and my mentality has a lot to do with both cultures.
So how about family? How does that tie into the culture, the religion? Can you tell us about your family?
Sure. Well, my father's Palestinian, my mother's Lebanese, and my father was born and raised in the Middle East, and he's very traditional, to say the least, very, he has a back home mentality, what we like to call it, and he's he's a lot more strict and very stern, very serious. Love him to death, but you know, it's I have a much different relationship with my father than I do with my mother. My mother, on the other hand, is Lebanese, and she was born and raised in Canada. So my mom, she's westernized as well, just like I am. You know, she's modern. She's down. She knows what's going on. Like, we could relate to each other. Me and my mom have a different kind of relationship. It's more fun. It's easygoing. And I live with my mother. My parents are separated because, you know, I'm sure you could understand the clash and mentalities and culture. And my father's more, like I said, like traditional. And I do visit my father all the time, and we have a very close relationship. I visit the Middle East with him all the time. But when I'm with my father, it's a different kind of Sanaa than I'm with my mother. My mother sees like the fun, the loud, the crazy. My father sees the stern, the serious, the calm, the little princess. So it's different.
So you talked about your relationship with your father. What is the dynamic of daughter to father in Arab culture, and how is that different from maybe an American father with an American daughter?
Generally speaking, Arab fathers and their daughters, they have a much different relationship than American fathers and their daughters. From what I could tell from you know, my American friends, they're very close with their fathers. Their fathers are more easygoing when it comes to like going out and curfews, very generous curfews. And with Arab fathers and their daughters, it's more, you just know what you have to do. Like, it's all implied. Your father doesn't even have to tell you. Like, you have to be mature and responsible, and you can't be going out too late. Like, curfews are very early. You don't even ask to be really out till before sundown. My father's a little different. He's a little more comfortable with me going out late because he does trust me, and once you have that trust, it's okay. Once with any father and their daughter, when they build that trust, it's okay. But it's very different cultures. My father will never understand the American culture. He thinks it's too free. That's what he says about everything here, the way they live here. It's too much freedom, and girls could do whatever they want, and that just doesn't fly. He would much rather me be protected and in the house. Like, he can't even sleep at night if I'm not home. So, you know, I have to be home. I know my limits.
So you talked about curfew. Is that typical behavior for a man to let you be out so late? How did the men act with women? Not necessarily daughters, but wives, stuff like that.
Absolutely not. You have to. Curfews aren't even discussed. Like, it's just known, you know? It's usually like boys have a little more freedom than women, than girls, because, you know, guys can supposedly fend for themselves, and they're stronger, I guess. You know, this is from the cultural point of view. That's how they see it. And you know, growing up, I never really asked to go places that my brother would ask. And, you know, my brother goes out, and he's not really asked too many questions. When I go out, it's like full-on interrogation. So that's the way it is. Like, you live in your father's house your whole life, you know, you follow a set of rules, and you get married, you start living in your husband's life, you follow a set of rules. But it's like a mutual understanding. Like, I'll do my part as the male, you know, I'll be the provider, I'll provide for you, I'll take care of you. You be the woman, and you do what you gotta do. You take care of the children, and, you know, you prepare my dinner. Not in any disrespectful way, but that's just the roles, and the roles they're inherited through every phase of your life, like marriage, you know, living at your parents' house, same thing.
Did your mom teach you anything specific about these roles, or kind of how to escape them? Like, what you should do when you're with a man and what you shouldn't do?
Well, like I said earlier, my mom is very different. So she always just taught me, you know, enjoy your life, be independent, be smart, you know, do what you have to do. Try your best to be, you know, be all that you can be, basically. Like, she never, ever restricted me. I never felt that, you know, I had to hold back when I was with my mother. She actually encourages me. I did a study abroad to Spain in December of 2010, and that drove my dad crazy. But my mom was the one that pushed for it, and she's like, no, let her go. It'll be a good experience. Like, she wants me to enjoy life and experience everything that I can. So, you know, my mom's cool.
Thank you, Sana. We'll be right back after this break.
Thanks.
WHCR 90.3 FM, New York.
Hey, there he is. How's it going?
I'm having a stroke.
Are you going to shake my hand or what?
I'm having a stroke.
Wow, you're not even moving your arm.
I'm having a stroke.
Are you okay?
I'm having a stroke.
Your face looks weird, too.
I'm having a stroke.
Are you having a seizure or something?
I'm having a stroke.
When someone is having a stroke, they may not be able to say it with words, but their body language will tell you loud and clear.
I'm having a stroke.
You just need to know the sudden signs. Look for FAST, F-A-S-T. F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. Or S, speech difficulty. Then T, time. Time to call 911 immediately, because the sooner they get to the hospital, the sooner they'll get treatment. And that can make a remarkable difference in their recovery. Know the sudden signs. Face, arm, speech, time. Spot a stroke fast. Visit strokeassociation.org. Brought to you by the American Stroke Association and the Ad Council.
WHCR 90.3 FM, New York.
So we're back with Sana. Before we talked a little bit about being in America, can you tell us about Palestine and what life is like in Palestine?
Well, life in Palestine is very difficult, to say the least. The first time I've been to when I first visited Palestine, it was like the most surreal experience of my life. I've never felt so at home before. It was just an overwhelming feeling. I just loved it. It was beautiful, but I was all excited and happy to be there, but that quickly faded once I saw the way people were being treated and the situation. Like, it's one thing hearing about it, but seeing it is a different story. Like, I actually, a couple years back, before I wore the hijab, which is the Muslim covering, the scarf, me and my father went, and it's always a harassment at the border. Me and my father first go to Jordan, and then it's a 45-minute car ride to Palestine. It took 45 minutes to get there. Once we got off, we took a group bus. Once we got off the bus and we went to go inside, it was a huge ordeal. It took us 7 hours to get across. It was me and my father, and my father is you could spot him from a mile. He's definitely a Palestinian man. And without the hijab, you can't really tell that I'm Arab. So they just assumed that, they threw it out there that my father was trying to kidnap me. They took me aside. They were asking me questions, interrogating me, telling me it was okay to tell them if he was trying to kidnap me. And I was swearing up and down that he wasn't and that he was my father, and we just want to get through. And it was harassment left and right. They held my dad. I couldn't see my dad for a couple hours, and I was 15, 16 years old. So just imagine how hard it was being in that kind of situation. And I was terrified. I was traumatized. I felt like I never wanted to be back there again. I never wanted to visit, but that's the kind of whole idea, to just make it so difficult for you to cross the border that you'd never want to enter again. Because the reality of it is that just Palestinians, they don't want us there. And it's difficult. And then being there and seeing all the Palestinians shoved into one little area in the West Bank it's terrible. Like, you go to all these other villages and these towns and these big cities, and you see the water. It's by the water, beautiful air, beautiful landscape. Everything's gorgeous, like Haifa and Yafa and Tel Aviv and these beautiful, beautiful villages and cities, and we can't even, Palestinians can't even enjoy them. If you have a Palestinian passport, you cannot leave the West Bank. But if you have an Israeli passport and you recognize Israel as the country, you could travel anywhere. But a lot of Palestinians don't want to recognize Israel as a country because in our hearts, it is Palestine. So recognizing Israel as the country would be wrong. So we're stuck inside the West Bank. The West Bank it's no water, no supply, short of food, short of everything. Like it's really devastating to see. Me and my father, we visited all the other cities, but I felt most comfortable in the West Bank because it was a lot more easygoing, even though it was very poor and it's all just, it's desert. It's desert, the West Bank. So, it's not ideal for a tourist to want to stay, but I would have much rather stayed there than being harassed in other parts of Palestine, which is now Israel, because that's all it is harassment. Walking down the street, Israeli soldiers everywhere, monitoring your every move. If they see that you're a Palestinian, especially me, because I do wear the hijab, the scarf, so I'm known automatically that I'm a Palestinian. You get treated badly. I was when we were coming back, you have to go through a big process to actually leave or come in. So I was trying to leave, and when we were about to get on the bus, I went to go grab my suitcases, and 3 Israeli soldiers came at me running, telling me not to move and to stay in my spot. And I told them I just want to get my suitcases, and they were screaming at me in Hebrew like I was a dog. And I started crying, and my father's like, don't say anything. You can't say anything. You just have to listen to them, because that's all it really is you just have to sit there, shut your mouth, and listen and behave. Or else they could take your passport, they could keep you, they could hold you. You could go to jail. That's what my father kept saying. So, I had to just take it. And that's being an American, we don't take anything from anybody. So going back there and seeing that, it was very hard. But I will never stop going, and I will never stop visiting, no matter how difficult and how hard they want to make it for us. We'll keep going, and we'll keep, making it known that, this is as much ours as it is yours. So.
Wow, that's really powerful. I just want to know, do you think that this kind of scenario would allow more people to come in or leave, or would they be discouraged? What do you think?
Oh, discouraged, definitely. Nobody has patience to go travel for 45 minutes to get from one country to the next and then be held for 7, 8, 9 hours. They could hold you for as long as they want. We got lucky, that 7 hours. That was us being lucky. Other people are held there for 24 hours, 2 days, 3 days at a time. They make it absolutely miserable for you. They ask you 101 different questions, but same questions, but like in different ways. Like, so why are you visiting? Who do you know here? What brings you here? Why do you want to come here? And you're just like, because I want to visit. Like, it's as much mine as it is yours, but they just make it very hard for you. And a lot of the police officers at the border and the soldiers don't speak English, so they're screaming at you because you don't understand them. You're screaming back at them because they don't understand you. And then if you scream back at them or get loud, they make you go sit in the corner. And then they're like, all right, we'll be back with you in a moment. That's another 4 or 5 hours. I had a Palestinian chain on that a lot of the other Palestinians were telling me to put that away because they don't want to see that. You got to hide everything. You can't be prideful. So a lot of my family members, I was telling them about my trip this past summer, and they were like, I would love to go. And I'm like, you should definitely go. But they're like, we can't go. It's too hard. And I'm like, nothing good comes easy. You gotta fight for it. You gotta go, no matter how hard it is. Try. Even though it's a couple hours, but once you get on and you step on Palestinian soil, there's nothing like it in the world. So no matter how many hours you're waiting at that border, it's worth it.
Sounds fantastic. Well, that's all the time we have for tonight. Sana, thank you very much. Back to you, Rochelle.
Special thanks to our listeners for tuning in to Uptown Focus, and to Sanaa Jamal for being our special guest. Our on-air reporters for today's show were Femi Jean-Jacques, Amanda Sanchez, Catherine Keneally, Frank Miller, and our board operator is Sean Chima. Music director is Sophie Biviano. Uptown Focus is produced by the radio journalism class here at the City College of New York, taught by Professor Angela Hardin, assisted by WHCR's production manager, Tina Dixon. I'm your host, Rochelle Sterling, for WHCR 90.3 FM, the voice of Harlem. Thank you and have a good night.
Don't touch that dial. Keep it locked on WHCR 90.3 FM, the voice of Harlem.
Harlem's got its own radio station.
Once again, back is the incredible
WHCR 90.3 FM, the voice of Harlem.
Harlem Holistic Wellness Week is from Saturday, April 27th through Saturday, May 4th. Harlem Holistic Wellness Week is a 7-day celebration highlighting the many holistic health options available to the greater Harlem community. On Saturday, April the 27th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., World Tai Chi and Qigong Day will be held in St. Nicholas Park. Grandmaster Abdul Whcr, Grandmaster Roosevelt Gainey, and Dr. Robert J. Woodbine will give many seminars. Key energy treatments, Reiki, and auricular acupuncture will also be available. St. Nicholas Park is located at 135th Street and St. Nicholas Avenue. Harlem Holistic Wellness Week will end on Saturday, May 4th with an expo at the Great Hall at the City College of New York. Information on ways to combat diabetes, high blood pressure, asthma, obesity, and more will be available. Information on aromatherapy, cancer care support, healthy eating and fitness will also be available. The Great Hall at City College is located at 140th Street and Convent Avenue. Other special events during Harlem's Wellness Week will include an open house day at participating Harlem yoga schools, a wellness film festival, and alternative health workshops. For more information on Harlem Holistic Wellness Week 2013, call 646-329-6727. That's 646-329-6727.
The City College of New York Educational Theater Program presents Family Arts Day, Saturday, April the 27th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Family Arts Day is filled with fun for the whole family. There will be face painting, mask making, clowns, sing-alongs, puppets, live performances, raffle prizes, and more. That's Family Arts Day, Saturday, April the 27th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. This free event will be held at the Aaron Davis Hall located at 150 Convent Avenue at 135th Street.
Yes, you can be a healthcare professional. It's never too early to think about becoming a doctor, nurse, dentist, or pharmacist. At Mentoring in Medicine's conference, you can meet various experts who will tell you how you can become a healthcare professional and what they do. Mentoring in Medicine's 7th annual Yes, I Can Be a Healthcare Professional conference will be held on Saturday, April the 27th from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. The conference will be held at Frederick Douglass Academy, located at 2581 Adam Clayton Powell Jr. Boulevard in Harlem. This event is free and for young people ages 8 to 28. For more information, call 718-920-6626. That's 718-920-6626, or visit the website www.medicalmentor.org. Earthquake Entertainment presents the live concert series on Friday, May 3rd at 8 p.m. The live concert series will feature live African drums and dance by Dar Essence. Enjoy an exciting evening with special guest Day as he performs your favorite hits from the 90s to the present. That's the live concert series held on Friday, May 3rd at the Oberia Dempsey Theater. Doors open at 7:30 p.m. Show starts at 8 p.m. The Oberia Dempsey Theater is located at 127 West 127th Street between Lenox and 7th Avenues. For tickets and more information, call 917-364-8053. That's 917-364-8053. Or visit www.earthquake-ent.com.
This is a journey into sound.
We are on the air. Keep this frequency clear. Do not attempt to adjust your dial.
Don't touch that dial. Keep it locked on WHCR 90.3 FM.
Keep it locked.
The voice of Harlem.
Turn it up.
Universal greetings to all. You have reached the Third Dimension at Dusk radio show. We start tonight's program by paying tribute to those across the African diaspora who have made their transition.
In these days and times expressly, I feel need to call on our ancestors, our forebears, speak their names, give thanks, pour a little out for them that fought for our freedom, promoted peace, resisted, challenged our ideas about words, sounds, images, movement, made us sing, wanna make love, rebel, ancestors, forebearers, both forgotten and remembered. Keep your memory, power, spirit, reverberating out into the hemispheres, ecospheres, atmospheres, quell our fears. Keep us moving upward and forward, watch over us, watch over us, watch over us, writers of love, life, struggle, dreams, Audre Lorde, Ted Jones, Gwendolyn Brooks, W.E.B. Du Bois, James Baldwin, Phyllis Wheatley, Lorraine Hansberry, Pablo Neruda, Zora Neale Hurston, Ferdinand Pascal, Carter G. Woodson, Alan Locke, Tony Cade Bombara, Jean Toomer, painters in broad strokes and sculptors of life, Basquiat, Georgia O'Keeffe, Frida Kahlo, Romare Bearden, Columbus Knox, Augusta Savage, Henry Ossawa Tanner, Edmonia Lewis, Diego Rivera, makers of music, but not just music, of life. Art Blakey, John Coltrane, David Honeyboy Edwards, Mahalia, Amalia, Nina, Ella, Elvin Jones, Jimi Hendrix, Bob Nesta Marley, Weldon Irvine, Miles Davis, Scott Joplin, Billie Holiday, Marian Anderson, Marvin Gaye, Curtis Mayfield, Tupac, Biggie, Scott LaRock, Freaky Tah, ODB, Jam Master Jay, Tito Puente, Fela Kuti. Actors on stage and film, pioneers, Paul Robeson, expatriates, Josephine Baker, Red Fox, Oscar Michaud, Bruce Lee, Ossie Davis, Freddie Prinze, Dorothy Dandridge. Pioneers, pioneers, pioneers. Firestarters, Bessie Coleman, Schomburg, Toussaint Louverture, Marcus Garvey, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Huey P, Haile Selassie, Joseph Cinquay, Sojourner Truth, Harriet Tubman, Mon, Geronimo, Sacagawea, Cochise, Nat Turner, Leopold Senghor, Fannie Lou Hamer, those who died needlessly, Shani Baraka, Sakia Gunn, Matthew Shepard, Timothy Thomas, Amadou Diallo, Emmett Till, James Byrd, Latasha Harlins, Lost Cultures, the Anasazi people, Spirits, Kuan Yin, Mary Magdalene, Blessed Mother, Jesus, Moses, Esther, Queen Tia, Akhenaten, Tutankhamun, the Candaces, Queen of Sheba. Will we ever say never again and mean it? The Move 11, the Rwandan genocide. Will we ever say never again and mean it? The Holocaust, the Soweto uprising, the battle at Wounded Knee. Will we ever say never again and mean it? For all of those alive and imprisoned unjustly, Mumia, Leonard Peltier, Asada, the Move 9. Will we ever say never again and mean it? Ancestors, forebears, both forgotten and remembered. Watch over us, ancestors, forebears, both forgotten and remembered. Watch over us, keep us moving upward and forward. Watch over us, watch over us, watch over us, watch over us, watch over us.
City College of New York Educational Theater Program presents Family Arts Day, Saturday, April the 27th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Family Arts Day is filled with fun for the whole family. There will be face painting, mask making, clowns, sing-alongs, puppets, live performances, raffle prizes, and more. That's Family Arts Day, Saturday, April the 27th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. This free event will be held at the Aaron Davis Hall located at 150 Convent Avenue at 135th Street.
Earthquake Entertainment presents the live concert series on Friday, May 3rd at 8 p.m. The live concert series will feature live African drums and dance by Dar Essence. Enjoy an exciting evening with special guest Day as he performs your favorite hits from the 90s to the present. That's the live concert series held on Friday, May 3rd at the Oberia Dempsey Theater. Doors open at 7:30 p.m. Show starts at 8 p.m. The Oberia Dempsey Theater is located at 127 West 127th Street between Lenox and 7th Avenues. For tickets and more information, call 917-364-8053. That's 917-364-8053. Or visit www.earthquake-ent.com.
WHCR 90.3 FM, New York.